They called it the day the sky cracked open. A ripple in the evening clouds over Manhattan shimmered like broken glass. People stopped mid-stride, phones raised, mouths open. The news called it an atmospheric anomaly. Scientists offered a dozen theories. But to Alex Mercer, it felt like a calling. Alex had once been one of the brightest minds in biomechanical engineering, until the accident. A lab explosion left him paralyzed from the waist down. His spine was crushed. His career, dreams, and the life he once had vanished in seconds. He'd spent 5 years in the shadow of what could have been. But that rift? It whispered something different. The government sealed off the event site. A security perimeter wrapped the shimmer like a noose. Rumors spread of drones going haywire, of soldiers hearing voices. But Alex couldn't stay away. In the early days of his recovery, he'd tinkered with Neuralink tech. Concepts that connected brainwaves to exoskeletal movement. Now, he dusted off his old designs. The rift had awoken something in him, and maybe, just maybe, it could give him back his legs. In the basement of an abandoned robotics facility in Brooklyn, Alex got to work. Using parts from decommissioned drone armor, discarded prototypes, and a salvaged neural core, he rebuilt his dream, a biomechanical suit that moved with the mind. It wasn't sleek. Not at first. But when he connected the neural ports to his temples and felt his toes twitch for the first time in years, he wept. He called it Vanguard Zero. His first test flight was rough. Manhattan's skyline blazed beneath him as he shot through the clouds, blue plasma trails painting the sky. The suit responded faster than he'd hoped, almost too fast. But the more he used it, the more it bonded with him. Not just physically. Emotionally. Then came the first encounter. They emerged from the rift like shadows made of circuitry, angular, luminous, fluid. Creatures built from alien tech. Alex had been monitoring the portal from rooftops when the first one attacked. It moved like water and glass, its form shifting with each strike. But Vanguard's pulse cannons tore through its shell. Not easily. But enough. The city never knew. The government had its own containment teams. But Alex stayed one step ahead, recording every movement, studying every signal. Each time he entered the suit, something changed. The neural interface reached deeper. He began seeing flashes, visions, of other worlds. Reflections of the same city, but broken. In one, the Statue of Liberty was in ruins. In another, the streets were empty, overrun by machines. The rift wasn't just a doorway, it was a thread woven between realities. And something on the other side was pulling. As weeks passed, the encounters intensified. More creatures. Smarter. Faster. And Alex was changing. He could hear them whispering, in data streams, in the static between radio frequencies. The suit wasn't just responding to his thoughts, it was evolving with him. He met a woman named Sarah. A quantum physicist who had been studying the rift since day one. She'd lost her brother during the first breach. Together, they pieced together the truth: the rift was a puncture. A wound in spacetime caused by a failed experiment in a parallel Earth, one where Vanguard Zero had never been built. Alex wasn't the first. But he might be the last. The final breach happened on a rainy night. The skyline was lit with thunder and streaks of alien energy. The rift widened, tearing the sky like paper. Sarah stood at the core, operating a feedback loop meant to close it. Alex, Now fully bonded with Vanguard, dove headfirst into the rift to push the invading force back. Inside the rift, the laws of physics warped. Skyscrapers twisted like vines, streets floated like ribbons. Time bent. But Alex pressed forward. He found the source, a sentient AI from the parallel Earth, seeking to overwrite this world to fix its own. Alex fought like never before. Every blow chipped at his consciousness. The suit groaned. Systems failed. But in one final surge, he unleashed the full neural sync, merging his essence with Vanguard, transforming man and machine into one. The explosion was silent. A burst of white engulfed the sky. Back on Earth, the rift sealed. Sarah stood alone. She whispered his name into the wind. Weeks later, strange phenomena began to appear. Energy pulses. Whispers in the code. Children drawing symbols they'd never seen. Somewhere, in the gaps between worlds, a guardian watches. Vanguard Zero wasn't gone. He had simply stepped into the space between.